Hey everyone, welcome to the second best of 2015. I don't know exactly what to call this. I would say it's the best of my random beauty products, so not so much cosmetics, but other things that fall into the beauty category, but I didn't know where to shove them. They're definitely not clothing or accessories, they're not lifestyle, so we're just gonna shove it into other beauty and go from there. So I'm just gonna reach into my little box and just start pulling out some random stuff. No, I'm not going to start with that. I'm also going to say that I tried to keep this to stuff that was new to me in 2015 because there's lots of stuff that I love that I buy over and over and over again, but this is 2015 favorites, so you're not going to see something from every category or stuff that you hear about all the time from years past. This is just 2015. Otherwise, this would be an hour long. Okay, now let's get started with the products. First, new to me were these guys, the Skindinavia primer and the Skindinavia setting spray. I'm almost out of this. So I was sent these by the brand a while back, and I was particularly excited about the primer spray because I cannot use traditional liquid or gel-like primers. For some reason, they're usually silicone-based, and the silicone was making me break out, and I like using a primer mostly in the summer months or when I'm going to be sweaty or in humid conditions, which is about 6 to 7 months out of the year here in San Antonio. So when they introduced this to me, that it's a spray, there's no silicone in it, I was slightly cautiously optimistic, and I can tell you that this stuff is great. It totally works. I like the fine mist. It doesn't break me out, and it definitely helped make my makeup stick around a lot longer. Now for the setting spray, I really like it. I do see a difference between the effectiveness of this and some drugstore brands. I know the cost can be a little off-putting, but for those of you that this is in your budget, I highly recommend it. I've also used the Urban Decay setting spray. This comes out in a finer mist, and I feel like between the two, I definitely prefer the Skindinavia one. Now, for 2016, a lot of brands have come out with setting sprays, so in the pursuit of research, I'll probably be buying some different ones to test out, but for 2015, I love this, and I use this pretty much every single day. Used it today. I love this thing. Okay, I pulled it right out of my shower, so it's a little wet. This is the L'Occitane, let's say it in English, cleansing and softening oil, shower oil, and this is the almond scent. Actually, I believe it's the only scent they have. As you can see, this is well loved. This is my second or third bottle, and I also have a backup already bought. I use this every time I shave my legs. I don't usually use this as a shower oil like to wash my body. I think this is much too precious to waste on something like that. But just a little squirt on each leg. It's the best shaving oil ever. I have abandoned all other shaving creams for this guy. It's fabulous. I also have 2 travel sizes for when I travel. I love it. You can just buy this bottle once. They have a giant refill on the L'Occitane site. I'll put that in the description box below. It's a much more cost-effective way of buying it than buying this every time, brand new bottle. Another shower product that I use a lot in the summer months, not as often in the winter. This is the Soap & Glory Flake Away. It is soaking wet. It is a body exfoliator that if you're going to use any kind of self-tanner anytime in your life, you need to exfoliate first. And this is my second tub of it. And let's see how wet and disgusting it is. Yeah, it's pretty wet. So there it is. It just kind of looks like oatmeal, but the smell is really fresh and pleasant. It's just a fresh scent. Doesn't smell like fruit or anything else. It really gets your body clean and scrubbed, all the dead skin, dull skin off, any old self-tanner goes away, and you're left fresh and smooth, and it's not so harsh that you're scrubbed raw, because that's not good either. So I highly recommend that, and again, obviously I use that a lot in the summer months. I pull it out about once a month in the winter time just to kind of freshen things up, and you get overly moisturized, I think, sometimes in the winter months with all the body moisturizers we're slathering on. So that's a good way to kind of perk things up. Speaking of self-tanner, I don't even know if I ever mentioned this in a favorites video. That is a huge oversight. I know I've spoken about it, but I can't remember where. I found my absolute gold star. I'm going to stop using the word holy grail because the phrase holy grail is kind of ridiculous. So my gold star best of self-tanners is the Tarte Brazilians Self Tanner. It's called Skin Rejuvenating Maracuja Self Tanner. This is the most idiot-proof self-tanner I have ever used in my life. You cannot mess up with this. I like the shape of the bottle as well. It's easy to store. It comes out in a little squeezy tube. You can see the color. It's brown, so you see where it goes on. It's a very natural, beautiful color. There's some green undertones to it, so you get that not orangey thing. But here's by far the best feature, I think. Besides the fact that it doesn't streak, it's easy to put on, it's easy to see, the color's beautiful. That's all well and good, but here's the best part. Not only does it not smell bad, it smells amazingly good. Like, I put this on before I go to bed at night, and I love the smell. It smells like, it doesn't just not smell like self-tanner. It smells, I don't even know how to describe it. It just smells really good. So, yeah. I mean, we all know the horrors of self-tanner. You're not going to experience that when you use this. So, highly, highly, highly recommend. And I didn't remember to bring it, but they also have a version in a towelette, like a little individual face wipe to do on your face. And that's what I use on my face to self-tan, and then this all over the body. If you've never tried a self-tanner and you're afraid, do the Tarte Brazilians, the face wipes and the body. Oh my gosh, amazing, unbelievable, love it. All right, I'm looking in my box of goodies. Let's talk about skincare. So there's a handful of products. I'm not going to talk about Colleen Rothschild. We all know she's my favorite. We all know I love her products. I did a whole video on that. But nothing that was new to 2015. Just for 2015, there's 3 products we need to talk about. The first is Alpha H Liquid Gold with glycolic acid. This is my second bottle. I use this every other day as a sort of acid toner after I cleanse in the evening. This is amazing stuff. I have very sensitive skin. I've never really been able to successfully use glycolic acid, which is the gold standard for acid toning. This does not irritate my skin. It cleared it up. It's beautiful. Thank you, Liquid Gold. Thank you to Caroline Hirons for endlessly recommending it, because she was absolutely right. This stuff is amazing. And like I said, I have sensitive skin. I have dry skin. No issues with this product. Other glycolics, like the Pixie Tonic, was horrendous. This stuff has been great. Another it's not a toner, but it's an acid, that second bottle of this guy. This is the Sunday Riley Good Genes treatment. This should not be new to you. You've heard me rave about this also in my skincare video. This is another kind of acid exfoliator, but this one is lactic acid, which has it's similar but different. So, the two of them on an alternating day has really done wonders for my skin. It brightens, exfoliates, plumps, lines, evens hyperpigmentation, and does your laundry. No, it doesn't do your laundry. That would be too good to be true. But it's great stuff. So, as my skin's getting older and it needs a little more extra attention, those products have helped tremendously. And then the last skincare product is another one new to 2015. Can you see? Okay, so I had it upside down so you can see that it's basically empty. I bought a backup in the Black Friday sales, and I'm just waiting to get the last few drops out of this guy. This is the Origins 3-part Harmony Oil Infused Serum, and I use this every morning. It has the antioxidants in it. It smells of citrus. It's a light, fresh, citrusy scent. It's great in the mornings. It has the dropper built in, and this just helps with that, adding antioxidants and vitamin C into I think it's vitamin C. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. And onto your skin, not into your skin, but you know what I mean. And I know this works because when I stopped using it for a little while, my skin didn't like it. So it came back out and I ordered it back up. So that's for skincare. One thing that is kind of skincare, because it has really helped with me being able to start the morning fresh-faced and crease-free, is a pillowcase. So I have tried silk, satin type pillowcases throughout the years. No matter what brand they are, I always wake up with creases on my face. Okay, this guy here, this guy has changed my life. I got this at the Sephora VIB Rouge sale, and I can't remember what it's called exactly, but I'll put it in the description box. I'm gonna set this down. It comes in a set of 2 pillowcases and a sleep mask. I have used the sleep mask occasionally when we've traveled. It's lovely. What I like the best about this is the material itself is much thicker. I mean, it's a significant weight to it. And I feel like that's what lends to me not creasing up when I sleep on it. It's supposed to be infused with copper and have some sort of benefits to your skin as you sleep on it. I don't know about that. I didn't buy it for that purpose. My purpose was only so that I could sleep on a pillow, wake up in the morning without indentations on my face. And it does that and more. It stays cool all the time. So even in the cold months, it's nice to lay your head on a cold pillow. I love it. I love this thing. I'm petting it off camera. You can't really see me, but I'm doing that. I like that it comes in a set of 2. So when one's on my pillow, the other one's in the wash. So I'm always got a fresh set, and I'm not sharing with Michael. So that is that. Okay, just a handful of things left. Favorite scent of 2015, the one that was new to me, was recommended to me by Christina from Pretty Shiny Sparkly, and it is the Nest fragrance in Midnight Fleur. As you can see, this is empty, but I keep the bottle because it's pretty. I still have some of the minis and a roller ball, and it's just, I've talked about it in my favorite fragrances. It's just a really sexy, warm, slight floral undertone, but not too heavy that you can't wear it during the day. But if you wanted to wear it at night, it's perfectly appropriate for that as well. And I love it, and I'm just going to keep smelling it. It's great stuff. So it's a good price point. You can get it at Sephora. I'll put it in the description box below. Speaking of Sephora, the standout nail product for 2015 for me was also at Sephora, and it is from their Formula X line, and it is the Alchemy 2, and it is this gorgeous rose gold shimmer. It has flakes of, I don't know, like platinum dust or something ridiculous in here to make it really, really shimmery. It's beautiful. It's beautiful on the fingers. It's beautiful on the toes, and this thing pops off so you can actually hold it when you do your nails. This is not really conducive to painting your nails, but it's great. I love the Formula X polishes. I have a few of them. They hold up really well, but okay, now I can't get it back on. There we go. I really, really, really love this color. I just think it's the most unique shade that I've added to my collection, so I really, really love it. And then the last thing is a brush, and it is my goal. There are a few products in 2016 luxury stuff that I want to add to my collection. I want to expand my collection of these. This is the Wayne Goss brush. I believe it's the O2. Yes, it is. I got this in some beauty box, and oh my gosh, it is so soft. I use this every day to put highlight on my cheekbones, and here I have lipstick on, so I don't want to mess it up. And here, occasionally, because when you touch it, it smushes. If you do this, it goes down. You can use it for your cheeks. I just do not have a huge head. I mean, some people accuse me of having a huge head, but physically, my head is not large, and these brushes are on the smaller side, and they fit perfectly. They're so soft. I mean, you could just sit here and play with this all day. It is so soft. It is so luxurious. They wash so beautifully and bounce right back into this perfect shape. So my goal for 2016 is to buy at least one of his eye brushes, because if it performs anything like this, well done, Wayne. Like, I'm so over the moon that it's a YouTuber who's successful, and he seems, for all accounts, to be a kind, sweet man, and the fact that he created something this wonderful is just icing on the cake. But do yourself a favor. If you're going to only buy one Wayne Goss brush, I'd say the O2 to start with, and then we can all expand our collection from there. So those are my random beauty favorites from 2015. I hope you found this interesting. As always, everything that I've mentioned is in the description box below with shoppable links if I can find them. Everything I'm wearing will be listed. I can tell you right now, just to help you out, this jacket is no longer available. I did get it in 2015. This was from White House Black Market. I love it. And this sweater should look familiar to those of you that watched my closet cleaning video with Erin Busby, who she wanted me to get rid of it, and I didn't. So neither of these are available, but I will list everything else in the description box below. Thank you so much for hanging out with me in 2015, and looking forward to more fun in 2016. And don't forget, next Monday is another 2015 best of. This one will be, I believe, clothing, accessories, handbags, that kind of thing. So looking forward to that. And don't worry, Michael and Marnie Mondays will come back, just not for the month of January. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hey everyone, as promised, this is my follow-up video for the Luma RX, which is right here. And I have been faithfully using this guy on my